So Joanne Barrios is a San Francisco native raised in Oakland. She attended Skyline High School to be followed with graduation from the University of California at Berkeley. Impressive. Joanne and her children live in Pleasant Hill. Joanne started working in the insurance industry back in 1998. She started her own agency in 2002 as a farmer's insurance agent. In 2020, she decided to go 100% independent, and that's when the Joanne Barrios Insurance Agency was born. Away from the office, Joanne enjoys spending time with her family and friends. Her interests include do-it-yourself projects, spending time at the family lake house, going hiking, reading, and traveling. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the beautiful and brilliant Joanne Barrios.
Good morning, everyone. Real quick, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, I keep hitting the wrong button. Okay. Thank you.
Perfect.
So although it's not always the most graceful thing I do, being a mom to my daughters is the highlight of each day. My oldest, Rebecca, is 15. She just turned 15 yesterday, actually, and she's a freshman in high school. My youngest, Vanessa, is turning 12 and just started middle school. They're great students and are both very artistic. We also have two cats, Azalea and Buttercup. I adopted them for the girls, but somehow they end up sleeping with me. So, what is business insurance and why do I need it? Can anyone relate to this slide? What is business insurance? Well, when accidents, injuries, negligence, theft, or losses occur on a business, the owners can often be held liable for these losses. Liability is a legal responsibility to settle financial debts or obligations, especially to those affected by a loss, typically in the form of a lawsuit, which can total amounts greater than a business is able to afford. Business insurance exists to help pay for these liabilities. Insurance protects the business from having a simple mistake lead to complete financial ruin. The term business insurance isn't a specific type of policy. Rather, it is a term used to describe the types of insurance coverages designed for business owners and their companies. The specific policies and levels of coverage required will depend on the size and type of business you operate. The three common types of coverage are general liability, workman's comp, professional liability. You don't need to know all the details about each coverage, but I can help you determine where your liabilities lie and recommend appropriate policies. All you need to know is that insurance premiums are a part of the cost of doing business, and it's relatively inexpensive compared to the potential impact of a lawsuit. General liability is the most common type of business insurance the most type of business insurance and covers the most basic needs that are shared among all types of companies. Bodily injury that occurs on your property and physical damage caused by employees are covered by general liability insurance. General liability insurance does not cover employee injuries. So that brings us to the next most common coverage. What is workman's comp? Workman's comp insurance is meant to protect the interest of your employees if they are injured on the job. It also protects your company from a lawsuit if the employee needs additional compensation for their injuries. So if you have any employees in California, you must have this coverage. The third most common coverage is professional liability insurance. It's also known as errors and omissions or malpractice. This policy protects professionals in the workplace when giving expert advice. If you or your employee's advice leads to less than desired results, it can lead to a lawsuit and you can be found financially liable. Any business owner giving financial and expert advice is best covered by professional liability insurance. Examples of professions needing professional liability are real estate agents, insurance agents, financial advisors, attorneys, doctors, consultants, trainers. Well, you get the gist. There are other types of specialized business insurance designed to cover the unique needs of businesses. Commercial auto, commercial property, business interruption, product liability, home-based business, and data and cyber breach. If you want to see whether or not these apply to you, give me a call. So these are just a few of the companies I represent. Access to multiple companies helps provide options for the best coverage at the best cost. So why work with me? What sets me apart from all the other insurance agencies is that I offer one-to-one attention to our customers, quick responses to all questions, and a sincere desire to treat each customer as my #1 priority. My clients do become my family. So call me if you or anyone you know would like to work with me. I appreciate all your referrals. I wanted to give a few people who have worked with me a chance to share their experience. First, we're going to have Christoph Nauer with Balance 6.
Well, as a business coach, I don't need insurance, right? I don't have a physical office location where I meet clients. I do it all online or on the phone or via Zoom. Why would I need it? I don't know how ignorant I was until Joanne explained the dangers of not having insurance to me. That was a wake-up call. She's extremely knowledgeable and made it very easy for me to get coverage. Thanks, Joanne. You're the best. And by the way, she's also bilingual.
All right, and next we have Reggie Keating with New Key Construction.
Hey, Joanne. So when I needed to step my game up from 1 million to 3 million, my long-term insurance partner at Farmers was struggling for weeks and weeks and weeks and just couldn't help me. And I called up Joanne and said, hey, Joanne, I need a $3 million policy. Can you help me? And within a few days, she had met me in person, had the policy, we signed it, it was done. So I would say complexity or simplicity, Joanne is a great resource and can definitely help you get it done. Thank you, Joanne. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Reggie. And finally, we have Rebecca Troxel with Rebecca's Vault.
So as most of you know, I had a career in insurance for 13 years, so I understand how brokers work, I understand how insurance works, and a tiny little business like mine is not the #1 client for Joanne, and I'm not gonna make or break her business. However, she took the time and energy to explain everything to me, everything that I thought I knew, that I didn't really know, what I need that I didn't know I needed, and making sure that I had a policy that covered all of my needs, including my delivery drivers, my inventory, the fact that I work from home, all the things I didn't think about. And she was very knowledgeable, but didn't make me feel like I was dumb for not knowing these things. And on top of it, I got a very, very, very great recommendation from a personal mentor of mine who told me, oh, Joanne Barrios, she handled all of our insurance for all of our businesses, and they are some smart business people who know what they're doing. So I know that I'm in the right hands with Joanne, and I'm sending every business I know her way to get their insurance coverage with her. Thank you, Joanne.
Thank you, Rebecca. So I wanted to announce I am launching my website on September 29th, so that's on Tuesday. And my website will be filled with lots of helpful information. It'll be user-friendly. You can request a quote, refer a friend via my website, and it'll also link to my Facebook page. We'll always be posting some helpful information for everyone. So thank you very much. That concludes my presentation.